Hello, dear students. Now we'll be discussing the next topic of our chapter, that is applications of pressure. So, first is the edge of a sharp knife has a very small area of contact. This produces a very large pressure. All of you are aware that the knife is having sharp edge for cutting off things. So, uh, when the surface area is less, small contact area is there, then it produces large pressure. Second point is board pins, needles and nails have pointed ends. This reduces the area of contact, hence pressure increases. So as board pins, needles and nails have pointed ends, the area of contact is less. So the pressure increases and they can be put inside the board. Then third one is high-rise buildings have wide foundations so that enormous weight of such buildings produce less pressure on the ground. There are many multi-story buildings which are having wide foundations. That means the bottom surface is wide, just to increase the surface area so that the pressure of the building or the stories will be less on that particular foundation. Then fourth one is there are wooden or concrete sleepers below railway tracks which reduces pressure exerted by the rails. That means when the train passes through the railway tracks, it should not produce the pressure, much pressure, and the railway tracks must not break. So there are wooden sleepers, as you can see in the picture, below the railway tracks, just to reduce the pressure. Now the next one, fifth, is school bags have wide straps to increase the surface area and reduce pressure. So as you know that if the school bags or any other bag will be having narrow strap, then what will happen? It will give you pain. It will produce more pressure on the particular body part, or you can say on the hand. Then if the wide straps are there, the surface area will increase, hence the pressure will decrease. Sixth point is we find it difficult to walk on sand, whereas a camel walks easily, because camel is having broad foot. Broad foot increases the surface area, hence it will not sink inside the sand, whereas we have small foot area, so we can sink inside the sand and we will not be able to run or walk easily as the camel does. Next is seventh one, tractors have broad tires so that pressure is less on the ground. Tractors have broad tires because the weight of tractor is very much. So if the tires will be broad, then the surface area will increase and as a result the pressure will decrease. So now let's come to the next topic, pressure exerted by liquid. Just like solids, as we have discussed, liquids also exert pressure on the base due to their weight. It varies with depth. It increases as we go deep inside the liquid water. Like water is a liquid, like that way. So here you can see in the picture, it is shown in the activity of your book also, that if we are taking the water in the beakers, first beaker and second beaker, first one is having holes uh, in the form of three holes, first, second and third, that means top, medium and then bottom, whereas in the second beaker the holes are at same depth, that means they are also three holes but at the same depth. Then you can see that in third one, in third hole, that is this one, first, second and the third one is last one. So in the third one the water is coming out more fastly rather than second and first. So first one is the least, which is coming at very less speed, then third one is coming at maximum speed. This shows that the pressure at the third point is greatest. So this one. Then in the second diagram you can see, in this one all three holes are at same depth and the water coming out is also equally uh, having equal speed. So this is also showing that the depth is equal, so the pressure will be equal and the water coming out will also be equal. Then liquid pressure can be observed by sea divers when they go inside the ocean or sea. Then what happens that they experience some pressure, that is liquid pressure, and therefore they have to wear special suits. So measurement of liquid pressure can be done with the help of manometer, that is a special device. Liquid pressure can be measured using a simple device called manometer. It consists of a U-shaped transparent glass tube. You can see in the diagram, it is given in your book also. It contains a U-shaped transparent glass tube which is partially filled with water. You can see the water inside it. One end of the U-tube is connected to a rubber tube whose free end is fitted with funnel. At the open end of funnel, a stretched rubber film is attached, and when we are gently applying the pressure on the rubber film, we can find that there is difference in the water level in the U-tube. That means the level will rise or drop, and according to that we can measure the pressure which is applied on the rubber film. So by this process, manometer, by using this we can just calculate the pressure of the liquid.